Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing a product that was very kindly sent to me by the brand Languo, and they sent over their acrylic marker set in like a soft tip with 48 colors. I'm very excited to test this out, so let's just start unboxing it. So this is what the packaging looks like. On the front in bold, it basically just has exactly what was written on the cardboard box earlier. And as I was flipping the box around to see what it looked like, I realized that there were 4 layers of markers. I haven't had any packaging that was similar or related to that, so that's gonna be fun. I don't really know how it works, but this is what the back looks like, and now I need to open it because I just can't wait any longer. To open the markers, there is a tab that you had to pull, which you can see me doing here to take the packaging off to reveal the markers, and it took me so long to do it. As you can see, it came in tabs. So this is what it looks like. These are the 4 layers I was talking about, and on the front it just has Languo and acrylic markers, and then the first thing I saw was a handle to carry it. And then now we're finally gonna open it. So there are 4 clips for each of the layers, so I think if you just open the clip, it comes out. And the first thing in there is a swatch card. I always love having swatch cards. It's just so good to test the actual color out. And now I'm just getting all the colors out and displaying them on the table. But although I think that it's a little bit inconvenient to lay every single marker out on every single layer just to get one marker out. So when you grab a marker, it has acrylic paint or marker and a little symbol to show that it's in brush tip, and then when you open it, it's in a soft brush tip. I always love brush tip, it's my ultimate favorite, and yes, it fits on the back, such a nice detail. And then on the top and the bottom of the marker, it has the color and the name of the color on it. As I was looking at the swatch card, I realized that they don't have the colors of the names of the markers on the swatch card, which is weird. It usually has that, but I'm not sure why they don't have this detail. And also, since that the markers in the packaging weren't in order, I am going to be redoing them so that they're in correct order, because it's just annoying me a lot, and why not waste my time? The order I wanted to place these markers in was rainbow order. So for example, as you can see, I was grabbing all the red markers, the orange markers, and the yellow markers and just putting them in like that. I did them darkest to light. And now I'm finishing it up, and it looks so much better. Just look at that. And now I'm just going to be finally doing the swatch card. And as I was doing this was my first glance at it, and that is so pigmented. That is probably the most pigmented acrylic marker I've ever seen. They look so good, and they just glide so smoothly. They're just amazing. I haven't even done any blending with them or really tested them out, and they're just so good when I've barely done anything. So when I was grabbing this marker to swatch it, something was weird, and when I was rolling around and feeling it, it was like a ball and it was rotating, as you can see. And I have no idea how I didn't notice that before in the last clip when I was opening the markers, but that is such a cool detail. I have no idea why they included that, but I think it's just so cool, and I think it's just a really fun idea to add to these acrylic markers. As I was watching this gray marker, there was like this yellow pigment inside of the gray ink, and that's so weird. I have no idea what caused that, but I just want to include that. And now I finally finished the swatch card, and the colors, they have such a good selection of colors. Like, they have so many neutrals, so many browns. I feel like they included literally every single color. Like, this is like the perfect set of 48 colors. When I finished the swatch card, I realized that there were still slots to color in, as if there were more colors, but there were only 48 and it didn't fill all of them out, which is like really weird. I don't know why it's like that. Now it's time for the fun part, and I'm going to be making a drawing with these markers, and the paper I'm using is the Strathmore mixed media paper. It is so good. It is so thick. I really recommend this paper, and it's amazing for all type of mediums, hence the name mixed media. And this is my reference pick I'm going to be using, and I thought that this was a fun one to do because, well, mainly because of the hair. My favorite part of drawings is, I would feel like 90% the hair, because it's just so fun to do, especially when it's fun like this. Like, my last long video was of this girl with like voluminous red hair, and it was just so fun to do, to add all of those details and things like that. You can see at the end result that my drawing doesn't look very similar to the reference pic I use. Like, I didn't put her face to the side because I'm having really hard time to like have the faces tilt towards one specific side. I don't know why, but just specific features such as the nose really trip me up. It's just so hard because only one part of the nostril is showing, and I feel like whenever I try to do it, it just looks weird overall. But I honestly like it when my drawings don't look similar to the reference pic I use, because it will kind of be like my idea, and I don't want to be like copying others. And now this is what my final drawing looks like, and I'm pulling out the acrylic markers to color it in, and I'm so excited. I haven't done an acrylic marker drawing in a while, and for the hair, just like in the reference, I'm using like an orangey red, kind of like fiery colors, and then for the skin, I'm using two colors, like the two light skin tones that were included in there. So the first thing I'm doing is adding like the tan or like light color of the streaks in the orange hair that were visible, and now I'm just adding some depth by using a darker color to shade and just make it overall look better. I always do this because, like I said, it just looks overall better to me. And I also wanted to apologize for not posting in a while. Every time I say that I'm definitely gonna be posting more, I'm going to do it. Like, I'll try to do it like once every like 3 days or something, but I never ended up doing it, and I honestly don't know why. I just feel like every time when I go to make a short or go to make a drawing, I feel like I have way better things to do, like studying for a test or something. But now, okay, I promise I am definitely going to post more. I feel like this video kind of motivated me, if that's kind of cringy, but I am definitely going to be posting more. I know I probably said like the exact same thing in the last video, but I'm going to keep my promise, hopefully. I want to go back to what I was talking about before, which was the hair. And I feel like usually when I draw people, which is literally like almost always, I'm trying to change that, but I always do boring and simple colors such as brown, black, blonde, all the normal colors, which is just so boring. I really want to do like things that are different and unique, like this orange hair with like the blonde streaks. I think it just looks so much better and so much more interesting than just bland brown hair. I'm not saying that brown hair or black hair is bad. I'm just saying that, I don't know, I feel like since I can like add it to like my drawings, because obviously you can't do that in real life. Like, you can't, actually you can with hair dye, but still I can do whatever I want in my drawings, and I feel like I just don't understand that. Like, I can do anything I want, and I choose to do like the normal colors. So I just feel like I want to like go out of my comfort zone, if you know what I mean, and just try different things, because like I can and it's fun. Sorry for like talking a lot about that. I don't know why, I just went deep into that. Also, if you hadn't already noticed, I didn't include like barely any footage of me coloring the face with these markers, and I honestly have no idea what happened to the footage of me coloring it. It just like went poof out of my camera roll, and that always happens, which is so annoying, but sorry for that. This clip is of a different day, so that's why it's in like a different lighting and everything. Now I'm just picking out the colors of the eyes, and I decided to do blue eyes. And whenever I color eyes, I usually get 3 to 4 colors because I just think it gives a really nice effect, and it's such a tiny area and barely much is going on, so I just really like to add a lot of like oof, like a lot of stuff in there, because I just think it's like a really small detail, but it just adds so much to the final sorry about that, I had a like loss of words, but I just think it adds so much to the final result, even though it's just a tiny detail. And now I picked like the same colors, like the blue and the same shades for the shirt, just because I thought it would match. And I don't know, I really like to match things with my drawings just so that they go well together. For example, well, one of my favorite things I like to match is the eyes to the background, or just like the eyes to anything in general. And now I'm going to be doing the fine lining process. I'm using the Hoo fine liners. I got this from Amazon, and there are 10 different sizes of fine liners in here. And my favorite two would probably be 0.7 or 0.5. 0.7 is a tiny bit on the thicker side, which is why I think that I'm leaning a little bit more towards the 0.5. And as you can see in that clip, that when I was doing the fine lining for the lips, I was completely on the side, and I can never be in center on the camera. Like, you will never catch a clip of me being dead on center while fine lining the main features, such as the eyes, the nose, or the lips, just because they're so important. Like, the main focus, or what you look at, is going to be the features, or like the face, so that just has to be perfect for me. Like, if I mess up the eyes or the nose or the lips, like, it's done for me. I would probably restart the whole entire drawing. And I added just a tiny bit more details, and that is what the final result looked like. But obviously I can't just leave it like that. I usually do drawings on a different paper, like a thicker paper, and then I cut that out and I glue it into my actual sketchbook, because I just feel like it's really hard to draw on my sketchbook. It's the Artex one, and it's completely falling out. Like, I made a video, and it's like it's just, my drawings are just a pack of paper, and it's like so annoying. I hate my sketchbook. That's a strong word, but I dislike my sketchbook just because it's just falling out, and it's so annoying. And that's the sketchbook, the Artex sketchbook, and yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. So I kind of had to stop myself and delete like 3 minutes worth of me just raving about this Artex sketchbook, but I'm just gonna stop. So now I'm going to be doing the background, and I've been really loving painting my backgrounds with paint, because this paint is kind of just stored in my closet along with the cobwebs. But I decided to do like light background with like yellow and green, because I thought it would really go well with like the color scheme of the drawing, which is like orange, blue, and tan. So the base color that I'm putting down is obviously like a light pastel yellow. I think this color is absolutely so pretty, and later I'm just going to be swirling in some other colors, because I feel like just adding a plain background is a little bit boring for this type of drawing. But if it was a more complex drawing, then I would really want to put a simple drawing to just like tie it in, because if both the drawing and the background were really detailed, then the final result wouldn't tie it together, and it would just look like a mess in my opinion. So now I'm just adding like dots of other colors because my initial vision for the background was to try and attempt to make it like swirly. And in this clip I tried to add some white to make it light, but then the whole thing was just cracked, which is actually crazy. I thought I could get some white out and that there was just barely any left, but no, it was just completely dry. So instead of the white, I just ended up using a cream that I had, and that worked out perfectly fine. It was almost as if I had used the white. In these clips, you can see me swirling around my paintbrush on the page just so that I could capture like a swiveled and swirly effect, but I don't think that worked out too well. But I really want to paint more because I used to paint so much when I was like 9 or 10, but now I just completely stopped and I switched over to alcohol markers. So I really want to try to do more paint. I really want to upload like a long form video of me doing that. And now I've finally finished, and before I glue it onto the paper permanently, I wanted to add a little something to the background because the swivel effect wasn't really captured. So I think I'm going to add some swirls onto the page with the acrylic marker, and I decided to use like a pastel green to do that. So that's just what I'm doing here. When I first came up with the idea of using acrylic markers on top of the paint, I honestly had no idea how to do it. I don't even know what I was doing. I was just doing random swirls, and I just hoped that it would look good because I honestly don't know, but I think that in the end it worked out pretty good with the drawing on top. So now I'm just going to be gluing the actual drawing on. After gluing every single nook and cranny of this drawing onto my sketchbook, all there's left to do is to sign it, so that's what I'm doing right now. And just like that, this drawing using the Languo acrylic markers is finally finished. I always have such a fun and amazing time creating with acrylic markers, which is primarily because if I make a small mistake, it isn't the end of the world and I can fix it so easily. These markers also made this drawing 100 times better, primarily because of the vibrant colors, smooth ink flow, and great coverage. So I just wanted to thank Languo for giving me the opportunity to test out their amazing markers. These clips are just of me creating a thumbnail, which you already saw before you clicked on this video, and now I'm just packing up all my things and putting them back in their places. So in the beginning, before using the clips, the handle on the top worked, but now it isn't working when I do it, and that's so strange. I honestly have no idea why that's happening, but it's just weird. Like when I try to pick it up, it isn't working at all. Now that this video is coming to an end, I just wanted to thank Languo one last time, and I also want to thank you for staying to the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!